Well, good morning, and how's everybody this morning? It's Bruce again, Outlaw Radio 1960. Just sitting up here with Eric. He's just doing a fast cleanup job. As you can tell, we're getting close to Thanksgiving, which also means that we're preparing our meat treats and stuff like that for the winter season. I've cut up an entire pork loin, and we're going to be making some pineapple beef jerky, which is brown sugar and maple syrup, much like the baking here, but we're going to add a little bit of a pineapple flavor for the base. Again, we will be using curing salts, which is sodium erythorbate and sodium nitrate. And again, like I say, your measurements have to be really, really exact. And you have to take really good care. So we'll get you started here in a minute. But first, we're going to take a bit of a break. Hey, good morning. It's now the 7th of October here in Edmonton, Alberta. It's Outlaw Radio 1960 again. We're usually broadcasting radio music on live365.com. Right now, because of the bang in my head, and I have to wait a little bit because my doctor says I have to stick close to the hospital while after they drilled all the burr holes. And so we're making all of our stuff here. Fall's on the way, so we have Christmas sausages to make. We have a whole bunch of other stuff. You just saw us do the buckboard bacon, which is now freezing, and it's absolutely spectacular. But today we're going to do 3.5 pounds of pork loin, or sorry, say 3.5 kilos of pork loin, and we're going to be making a pineapple jerky, which is very sweet but very good. We'll be using the dehydrator to dehydrate the product. Again, we're going to be using nitrates and sodium erythorbate for our curing, because we're going to be sitting this in the fridge for a couple of days so all the cure gets soaked up in it and the meat is well marinated. But right now we're just going to start mixing this cure up that we're going to cure it with. And that just works out so wonderfully. So I'm going to use a cup of brown sugar. And what is that measure there? That's 1/4. So we use a 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. I like to use often a little bit more than the grams, with the exception of the nitrates, of course, of sugar that we do use. And it's certainly with the sugar and the salts, not so much on the salt. A lot of people are very low sodium, and that's okay, right? Because all these recipes, of course, do call for salt. That also helps with the curing process as well. But I can't see the salt. I wonder where Eric threw that. Anyway, but we'll keep working here. And maple syrup. And we'll also use a 1/2 cup of the maple. It makes for a really nice jerky. We have made this before. Again, the grandkids just love it. And that's the main thing. We'll put in our crushed pineapple. And I'm just going to get my cure calculator here. Mix all that cure in really well. It's important. Yeah, a little bit more liquid into my cure. Everybody loves maple syrup. I was going to put some heat in here, but we don't have any chili flakes, so we'll worry about the heat for the beef jerky. Perfect. So we're going to pour this in. And we're going to let this sit for 3 days. Before we put it to the dehydrator. If you don't want to use nitrates or whatever, if you're making it for your own purpose, you don't have to. It will not stay as fresh as long. And the reason why it's used is basically to get rid of a lot of the bad bacteria, keep that under pressure, because we will be spending a lot of time cooking at a very low temperature when we finally start to dehydrate. So the ultimate end of all this is you know, be as food safe as we possibly can. And that is hugely important because I'm in Eric's kitchen and Eric doesn't want anything happening to make anybody sick in the family. And he's the chef, I'm just the butcher. But you have a swell afternoon. And like I say, we'll be attacking this again and putting it into the dehydrator on the dehydrator racks. And we'll be making our jerky in 3 days. So have a wonderful day. This is Outlaw Radio 1960. This month coming to you from Edmonton. And we hope to see you again real soon. Bye now.